This is going to be our Apex Legends Season 6 weapon tier list. We're going to start with S, obviously. And we're going in order, right? We're going in order. So that means that the weapon on the farthest left of each one, so whatever weapon I put first on S, A, B, C, or whatever, is the best in that class. Okay? And we're going to do, this is going to be one list, but we have fully kitted weapons and then weapons with nothing. Okay? There's going to be a distinction. So we have kitted weapons and not kitted weapons. You'll know it's a kitted weapon because I'll tell you. And because it also has the icon next to it. Okay, so obviously the best weapon in this game right now is the Devotion, hands down. It carries a ton of ammo when it's fully kitted. It shoots like lightning, and it just deals a ridiculous amount of damage. It's the best weapon in the game. If you can get a fully kitted Devotion and you're not running a fully kitted Devotion, you should get a fully kitted Devotion and run a fully kitted Devotion. But it's obviously a little hard to find a turbocharger. So, I mean, if you find it, great. Second, right behind that, is a Havoc with a turbocharger is the second best weapon in the game. 100%. These two energy weapons, best in class. If you can get them with a turbocharger, you need to be running them with a turbocharger. 100%, dude. 100%. The next one up is the Prowler. Is also S tier, but Prowler with select fire is S tier. 100%. Shoots super fast, has a ton of ammo, hits like a truck. Like, all these three weapons right here are the, like, you should be running those. 100%. Okay? Nothing beats it. Next, I would say we got the 99. Actually, the 99 should be here. 99, obviously. Peacekeeper is obviously S tier as well. Kraber is obviously S tier. All of those. I actually put the Devotion and the Havoc with the turbocharger above all of the box weapons. 100%. 100%. And I'm not even, they're better. They're just better. They're way better. I know the Kraber is a one-shot. Technically, that might beat both of them. You just got so much more opportunity with these two than you do on the other weapons. Let's see. So now we got things. The Volt is definitely up there on S tier, 100%. And then the only other ones I would put in S tier is the R301, which would be here, and the Mastiff. That's the S tier. I don't think anything else is S tier. And then, dude, the R301 just feels so good right now. It just feels so good, dude. It lasers. There's like no recoil on it, nothing. It's just a beautiful weapon right now. Same thing with the Volt. It's just beautiful. And then for A tier weapons, I would put the Eva. Actually, I'd put the Eva with double tap and the Eva right next to each other. There's almost no different. Wingman with Skull Piercer I would put in A tier, but I wouldn't put it in S tier because you really got to have some God tier aim to use that properly. Same thing with Skull Piercer. Skull Piercer with Longbow again. If you can get it and it's A tier, I would definitely get it. It's A tier. I think the Triple Take is A tier right now, and so is the Hemlock. Actually, I'd put the Hemlock before it. I think the Flatline is also A tier right now. 100%. 100%. But these two, you really got to hit your shots. So I don't want to put them in S tier because it's pretty heavily like shot based. If you miss shots, it doesn't matter what you have on it, and they don't shoot fast enough or hold enough ammo really for you to squad wipe. So you got to really play around your team and hit all your shots. Does that make sense? And I would put Wingman without a Skull Piercer and Longbow without a Skull Piercer in B tier ahead of the G7. I think the L-Star is also B tier. Yeah. Devotion right behind, or actually Devotion above the L-Star. Actually, Devotion above all this. What the heck? Devotion is still great, even without the turbocharger, but it's just way better with the turbocharger. Actually, I'd put it here. Let's see. Hemlock here. Flatline here. Wingman. Like that. Yeah, like that. L-Star is L-Star is B. You don't really need anything for an L-Star, and it does shoot pretty good, and it deals a crap ton of damage. The amount of ammo in it is wonderful. It's not that bad. Speaking of D tier, we can just go ahead and these two right in there. I'd put the alternator up here. I'd put the Prowler right here as well. They just don't feel that good. Charge rifle is definitely C tier. It just doesn't feel that good this season. I guess if your aim is busted and you just want to poke for like a ridiculous amount the entire game, then you know that's fair, whatever. The G7 with a double tap is A tier though, 100%. And I would say these hammer points are actually like pretty high up here as well. Probably not A, but they're definitely like high B. Oop, there we go. High B. RE45 is C tier. Sentinel is D. I don't think the Sentinel is very... Actually, I'll put the Sentinel in C. And, yeah, the Spitfire is an A. Let's see. Yeah, 100%. The Devotion is just busted. Like, you can't even deny it. If you get a turbocharger on Devotion and you're not running it, dude, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you should be running this. 100%. Same thing if you can pick up a 99 Peacekeeper Kraber. I know a lot of people don't like to snipe. If you don't like to snipe, don't pick up the Kraber. I get that. But like Peacekeeper and R99, if one of these pops up in a care package and you don't pick it up, like what are you doing? Sentinel being robbed? Hell nah, dude. You have to waste a shield cell every time you want to do any like major damage with it. I agree with that, actually. You're right on both of these. Let's see. Put the Prowler right there too. Prowler without the select fire is not that great. It's good, but it's not great. I think this is actually better than all of these. I think this is better than all of these. I think this is the worst weapon in A tier. Let's see. I'm a little biased though because I don't like sniper rifles. But if you're gonna run a sniper, I definitely suggest the longbow or the triple take. I'll put the triple take right here actually. Yeah, I'd put the triple take right there. I think the triple take's pretty nasty this season. Let's see what else. I feel like the RE45 is good at really close range when you can hip fire because it keeps your speed. Otherwise, you're just missing everything. There's no reason to have it at anything past like really close range. Which is fine if you're like Octane or something, running RE45. Same thing with the alternator is really nasty close range. And I would say it's even pretty decent medium range if you got some solid aim. Yo, what's going on, Crispy O's? What's up, bro? Just came from TikTok. Welcome. We're doing a weapons tier list. This will probably also go on TikTok. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is good, actually. I like this. I think this is where it's at. Yo, thank you for the follow, Crispy. I saw, dude. Yeah, this is what I'm going to go with. This is my weapons tier list. Why is Spitfire A tier? Because it shoots like a laser and has a ton of rounds. The only downside that there is to the Spitfire is that your movement is really slow. And it doesn't shoot that fast. Same thing with the Flatline. The Flatline hits like a truck. It just doesn't shoot very fast. But the Spitfire is literally a laser right now. It's actually a laser. Why is the Havoc C tier? Well, okay, so there's two Havocs. The Havoc with turbocharger is an S tier. Same thing with the Devotion with the turbocharger is S tier. But the Havoc without it is garbage. The slow on it is like, it's lethal. It's actually almost too deadly because you get into a close range fight, right? Let's say you hop into a fight. It does. Havoc shreds with a turbo. That's why the Havoc with a turbo is S tier. But the Havoc without a turbo, you're in a building, you're fighting, you switch to your Havoc, and now you've got to wait an additional couple seconds for it to start firing. Like, you're already dead. You're already dead. Yeah, this is two different. We've got weapons with and then weapons without. Yeah. Yeah. But this is definitely my Apex Legends tier list. This is what I think are the best weapons and the worst weapons. You see what I'm saying? I think the Eva without the double tap is only marginally better than the Eva with the double tap. I prefer Burst Prowler. No. You're wrong. No way. Especially when you're up close and personal. Charge rifle in front of Sentinel. Dude, I hate the Sentinel. It takes forever to reload after every single shot. And then, like, you have to waste a shield cell on top of it. No, dude. I would rather run any weapon in the game except for these two over a Sentinel. And it doesn't hit any harder than the longbow if you're not hitting headshots or whatever. Or if you don't have the shield cell. Its only use is to get rid of shields. It does nothing else. And every other gun in the game also gets rid of shields if you hit your shots. Like, it just doesn't... I would rather use the Select Fire Prowler than a Volt. You don't have to pop a cell into it. If you don't pop a cell into it, then why even run it? It does nothing else. The only reason to pick it up is to get rid of the shields. Otherwise, what's the point? You might as well just run a longbow. It shoots faster and deals about the same amount of damage. If you're not using shields or cells in a Sentinel, there's no reason to run it. And I'm going to clip that. Okay, fine, you win. I love using Select Fire. Burst is good long range. I still feel like the auto is just as good long range. And you don't have to fire it fully auto. You can just tap the fire button over and over again. There's just no reason to have burst fire weapons. The only reason the Hemlock got A tier is because it's like a laser right now, and you can... It's literally a laser. There's like no recoil on it. It's wonderful. My recoil is bad. Feels bad, dude. Alright, we gotta make one for TikTok. I feel like I should bust out a timer real quick so I know how long I have. Let's see, timer. We want the countdown to be 1 minute. Okay, TikTok time. The rest of that's gonna go on YouTube. So everything up until like right now is going on YouTube. So YouTube, if you liked what you saw, you liked the tier list, hit the subscribe button.